Okay, so patch 7.2 is just around the corner, so now is a great time to cover some general information about the patch with a focus on gold making opportunities. There's lots of new stuff coming with this patch. Flying in Legion will be available in 7.2 once you meet the requirements, which involves you spending a lot of time in the Broken Shore. New crafted BOE legendaries, new VANTUS runes and glyphs, class mounts, crafted gear and obliterum changes, new pets, and some other minor things that will be discussed later. And there will be a new raid and a PvP season coming shortly after 7.2 launches. Okay, first off, let's talk about flying. There's a two-part achievement for this. Remember, the achievement is account-wide, so you only have to do this on one of your tunes. Part 1 can and should be done now prior to 7.2, and if you're not really sure if you've got everything done and you just want to quickly check, just go here and type in your tune's name, and it will quickly and easily tell you exactly what you have done, what you don't have done, and you can get all this finished up really quickly. Once 7.2 launches, we can start working on Part 2. The bottleneck with Part 2 will be getting revered reputation with Armies of the Legion Fall. So as soon as 7.2 goes live, you need to get to the Broken Shore and start doing everything there. Gaining reputation with Armies of the Legion Fall involves the following. Doing all quest chains for the Broken Isle will give lots of rep. Completing a Legion Assault in defending Broken Isles will give 1500 rep. The quest step to recruit your new class champion, Champions of the Legion Fall, 1500 reputation. Raid world quests like Tome of Sargeras, Life After Death, and Tome of Sargeras, Lost But Not Forgotten, 500 reputation. World quests on the Broken Shore are 75 reputation, and doing a daily turn-in for a Broken Shore building construction is 150 rep. While you are in Broken Shore working on your flying achievement, you will be getting nether shards from killing mobs there. Normal mobs drop 0 to 7 shards, rares drop 30 to 90 shards. Nether shards are a new currency coming in 7.2, and you care about them because they will be making you gold. Lots and lots of gold. Let's talk about how they're going to be making you gold. First, you need to open the nether shard vendor. This process involves the Centenax, which is a ship which spawns demons and other creatures that also drop nether shards and other crafting reagents. Killing mobs under this ship will start a quest to open the nether shard vendor. Now, once you have the vendor open, you can buy all sorts of stuff from the vendor, but first we'll talk about the gold stuff. So everyone doing Broken Shore stuff will be getting tons of nether shards, which you can turn in 8,000 nether shards at the vendor for nether shard essences. These items can then be sold on the auction house for lots of gold, since a nether shard essence is required to craft the new BOE legendaries. Keep an eye out for farms in Broken Isle. They will help you be more efficient with your farming. So let's talk about the new crafted legendaries. They will be 940 item level, and you can even wear them at level 101. There are 4 of them, but don't expect to start seeing them right away. Tailors, leatherworkers, blacksmiths will have to complete a long quest line, so it will be a while before you start seeing these, and they are going to be pretty expensive. Here are the mats needed for legendaries, so make sure you stock up on mats now to make them, especially the bloods. I'm also stocking up on imbued silkweave, storm scale, and stonehide leather. The demon steel bars, I'd have to caution you on that one, as I expect the prices of ore to drop with flying. Use your own discretion with that one. There will also be 3 different construct buildings on Broken Shore that will help you on your rep grind and may slightly affect the Demon Steel Stirrup market. Each building offers special perks once constructed. The building will be available for 3 days. The Legion will attack these buildings, causing it to lose health, and when all the health is gone, it must be rebuilt again. When the buildings are being attacked, these powerful zone-wide buffs are no longer active. Mage Tower has a 1 in 4 chance of having a perk that increases reputation gains by 30%. So whenever you see this perk showing up here, make sure that you contribute to it as a priority if flying is important to you. The Command Center is another building, and the 3rd building is the Nether Disruptor, which involves 4 new world bosses that drop 890 item level loot, Armor Crafters Commendations, which are related to the new crafted legendaries. This building has a 1 in 4 chance of offering the perk Reinforce Reins, which allows you to interact while mounted and only lasts 3 days. So there will be some periods of time that you will see reduced sales of your Demon Steel stirrups, but I really don't think it will have a significant effect because it's a small chance and limited to 3 days. And once the novelty of the Broken Shores wears off, this won't have an effect at all, especially with the price of ore tanking, and the cost of stirrups will be really cheap. The Obliterum Forge will be available to everyone in 7.2, no more quest line and no more bracers, so expect your sales of bracers to start to slow down, and expect more people to be using it. All 815 crafted gear will now start at 835 with an Obliterum cap at 875. So originally we could get an 815 piece up to 865 with 10 out of 10 Obliterum prior to 7.2. Now with 7.2, that 835 base will cap out at 875 with 8 out of 8 Obliterum, with a potential to possibly increase to 885 down the road if they increase to 10 out of 10 Obliterum. Some dungeon changes are coming in 7.2 as well. Previously, the ARCWAY, Court of Stars, and KARAZHAN could only be done on Mythic difficulty and after doing a quest line. That will no longer apply in 7.2. They will be added to the Dungeon Finder. So if you had any quests for those areas that you never got done or never bothered with setting up a group to check it out, now you can do that much more easily. There is a new 5-man dungeon, Cathedral of Eternal Night, located on the Broken Shore. Consider checking this one out at least once. There are new mounts coming in 7.2, of course the class-specific mounts, which I'm sure you're all familiar with by now, and mounts from the new Paragon reputation system. So there will be 5 new mounts for the current reputation system we are already used to this expansion. There is now a new reputation level beyond Exalted called Paragon. Players already exalted with Broken Isle factions earn special satchels for every 10,000 reputation awarded beyond Exalted, which can contain mounts and toys. Some of you have been saving up rep tokens for this, but I'm sorry to tell you that they won't work. They have updated the tooltips on those items to clarify that. The new raid and PvP season will not be available right away when 7.2 launches, but they will be coming soon after, so make sure that you are well stocked up on consumables for these people. There will be an increased demand in food, flask, potions, enchants, and gems. NOMI will be getting some improvements as well. He will have a chance to reward prepared ingredients, collect and combine 10 of them to make food servings. The food will be randomly chosen among recipes you know, with a chance to obtain new recipes. It would be a good idea to have all of your work orders queued up and ready for pickup on 7.2 launch. I don't know how long it's going to take for people to get their Legion flying, and we also don't have a release date for the new raid yet. So there will be certainly some risk in stocking up flask at current prices for the raid, because once people have completed their Legion flying, herbs will tank and so will the cost of flask. That will be a decision you're going to have to make on your own. I'm certainly going to have some flask ready, but definitely not stocking large amounts. Keep in mind that they are reducing the materials required to make Legion alchemy potions, so you can stock up on some mats, but don't craft them until after 7.2. Also, again, be careful with stocking up too much stuff because prices of herbs will be tanking once people have Legion flying. Augment runes will be dropping from World Quest, so if you have lots of these in your inventory, you would be wise to get them sold because the price is expected to continue dropping with increased sources of availability. Gems and enchants are tricky. The Saber's Eye should hold decent value because of the soulbound bloods, but the lesser gems will likely tank as ore prices tank with flying completion. I'm uncertain on enchants because I never got a chance to check the disenchant rates on chaos crystals on the PTR with the bump in item level to 835. It's possible that we might be able to get lots of chaos crystals from this shuffle again, like in Legion launch, but they were very clear they didn't like the infinite supply of cheap chaos crystals and they nerfed it in October. So if anyone else out there tested it, please let us know if we're going back to 100% chaos crystals from the epic procs, or if it's still going to be the low chance that it is now, or maybe a little higher. It might be a great idea to stock up on chaos crystals, or it could be a very bad idea. Sorry guys, really wish I would have tested this, but I really don't know. For any scribes out there, there will be some new glyphs available at the NETHERSHARDS vendor. which do not require any rep. There will also be new VANTUS runes added for the new raid bosses, as well as runes for all of the Legion dungeons, including KARAZHAN, ARCWAY, Court of Stars, and a new dungeon. There are also a few new items coming in 7.2 that can be sold or flipped on the auction house, including these items you see on your screen, some battle pets and some other random items. Demon Steel Stirrups, Lee Stone Hoof Plate, Stonehide Leather Barding, Dark Moon Firewater will be items of interest to people both during 7.2 launch and more so after flying is completed. The mana crystals and mana gems could also retain some value again for people trying to get the Nightfallen mount. Before you start venturing out to the Broken Shore, you'll want to consider your priorities when choosing a toon. If you plan on crafting legendaries, you'll want to do it on your leatherworker, tailor, or blacksmith. If you are interested in the new glyphs and VANTUS runes, you might want to do it on your scribe. If you don't care about any of those things, pick a toon you like to farm on because you're going to be spending a whole lot of time out there. So that's all I have for the 7.2 prep. Let us know how you're preparing for 7.2 in the comments, and thanks for watching.